The Dietary Guidelines for Americans is a nutritional health guide that is updated every 5 years based on the current health status of Americans as a whole. The guidelines were just recently updated as of 2015. Let's take a look. You might be wondering, what are dietary guidelines anyway? Dietary guidelines are food and nutrition recommendations written by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and Agriculture. They are written to promote health, prevent diseases like overweight and obesity, and heart problems. These guidelines offer us tips and advice on what we should eat that will keep us healthy for life. The new 2015 dietary guidelines are focused on healthy eating patterns. In the 2015 dietary guidelines, there are 5 main guidelines to follow. 1. Follow a healthy eating pattern across a lifespan. 2. Focus on variety, nutrient density, and amount. 3. Limit calories from added sugars and saturated fats and reduce sodium. 4. Shift to healthier food and beverage choices. And 5. Support healthy eating patterns for all. These guidelines are the keys to unlocking healthy eating patterns of your own. Let's break down each guideline and learn how we can follow them in our everyday life. Let's begin with the first main guideline. Follow a healthy eating pattern. To be able to follow this guideline, we must first understand what an eating pattern is. An eating pattern includes all of the foods and beverages you eat during the day, when you eat during the day, and how much you eat during the day. Most eating patterns consist of breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Take a moment and think about your eating pattern. When do you eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner? What do you usually eat? How much food do you eat? Now, do you think you have a healthy eating pattern? To follow a healthy eating pattern, you must include foods from each food group throughout the day, such as whole fruits and vegetables, a variety of different protein foods, fat-free or low-fat dairy, whole grains, and oils. All food choices are important. Choosing a variety of foods from each food group every day can help you make sure you are getting all the vitamins and minerals you need to stay healthy. Take a look at these 2 meals. Which meal do you think fits into a healthy eating pattern? If you chose this meal, you are on the right path to following a healthy eating pattern. This meal fits into a healthy eating pattern because it includes foods from each food group and excludes foods that contain high amounts of fats, added sugars, and sodium. Just like in that healthy meal, we want to try and make food choices that will make every meal following a healthy eating pattern. With the help of the next guideline, focus on variety, nutrient density, and amount. Adding variety to meals means including different foods from each food group every day. The more colorful your plate looks, the better. Don't be afraid to try something new. Nutrient-dense foods are foods that give you vitamins and minerals and have no or very little fat, added sugars, and sodium. For example, soda and French fries offer little or no nutrients, but have tons of sodium, added sugars, and fats. These are not nutrient-dense foods. Eggs, fish, and dark leafy greens give you lots of nutrients and vitamins without all the added sugars, fats, and sodium. You also want to make sure you are eating the right amount of food each day. Eating too much or even too little can make you feel sick or weak and cause many other health problems. That brings us to our next major guideline. Avoid foods with high saturated fats and added sugars, and reduce sodium. Processed foods such as chips, cookies, fried foods, soda, and other sweetened drinks are usually high in fats, added sugars, and sodium. For example, in this meal you can see that it is mainly made up of foods with high amounts of saturated fats, added sugars, and sodium. There are no fruits and vegetables and very little variety from other food groups. A tool that you can use to help you build healthy meals throughout the day to follow healthy eating patterns is My Plate. Use the sections on the plate as a guide. Make half of your plate whole fruits and vegetables, Make half of your greens whole grains. Mix up your proteins from meal to meal each day using foods such as lean meats, fish, beans, and nuts, and choose low-fat dairy products like milk and yogurt. The next main guideline to follow is shift to healthier food and beverage choices throughout the day. How can you shift to healthier food and beverage choices from day to day? At school, instead of grabbing a bag of chips for snack, choose a piece of fruit instead, like an apple. Instead of getting a soda for a drink at lunch, choose milk. At home, if you are having pasta for dinner, ask to add veggies like broccoli. If you are having pancakes for breakfast one morning, sprinkle some fruit on top like bananas, blueberries, or strawberries. These simple switches in your daily food choices can help you form a healthy eating pattern. The last main guideline, but certainly not least, is support healthy eating patterns for all. Now that you know how to follow a healthy eating pattern, how can you encourage others to? You can encourage your family to follow a healthy eating pattern. Next time your parents go food shopping, help them make a shopping list and suggest healthy food choices from each food group. Help your family cook dinner one night. See if you can plan out all the foods from each food group in the meal that you made. Then sit down and enjoy the meal as a family. Following a healthy eating pattern as a family will make it easier and more enjoyable. You can even encourage healthy eating patterns at school to your friends and classmates. Be a healthy eating pattern role model. If your friends and classmates see you choosing healthy foods in the cafeteria, they will be encouraged to do the same. Now that you have the 2015 Dietary Guideline Keys to Healthy Eating, go unlock your healthy eating pattern.